Alright, time for another weekly review. This time we didn't have any equips, so we are just gonna talk about characters that we got. One Zenkai for an LF and one free-to-play character. Free-to-play being this Piccolo. I used him for one video. Even before using him, just reading his kit, you could tell he's not a good unit. First of all, okay, free-to-play unit being a defense type or a support type gives you some hope, right? Because offense type units mostly end up being just not good if they're free-to-play. The only ones that are good are usually support or defense type. So you're like, okay, he's a defense type. Let's see what his kit does, right? The thing is, he has more support and offense capabilities than defense. Like, why does a defense unit have this thing here? Hold up. Where is it? Where is it? Let me just find it if I can. For where he gets. Where can I find it? Okay. Should have maybe checked it beforehand. Yeah, here. Applies the following effects to self every time this character uses strike cards. 20% to damage for 10 timer counts. Why does a defense unit have this? Why? This is a thing that an offensive unit should have, not a defense unit stacking damage. It makes no sense, right? And then he has this. He gives 20% support, which every free-to-play character gives. Fine, but again, support. He heals your teammates, which is again a support, not a defense thing. Support. So he supports your team by giving them a card, giving them healing, and giving them support damage. So that's not defense. He gets his own damage. That's not defense. He has defense here a little bit. He gets minus 15% to strike in blast arts power for 5 timer counts, or 20% to ult and everything. Guess who also does this? Vegito Blue. He's an offense unit, so this isn't anything special for him. Doesn't make him anything unique when it comes to a defense type, because a lot of units have this regardless of their typing. So doesn't make him better than anybody else. He reduces his sub count by 2, which you can see as a defense thing, right? You can go to him much earlier, but then you cover change. What do you even accomplish by cover changing? Nothing. You generally accomplish nothing by cover changing. You reduce ki by 30 when you enter the battlefield, so you reduce their ki by 30, but like 90% of characters get ki when you switch out. So you're taking away their ki, but you're also giving them ki. So it kind of, doesn't work that well. And then he, if the game wants him to do strikes, right? Let's say, yeah, although it does not make sense for a defense unit to be, your focus to be on damage, but let's say you want him to do strikes to stack up damage. At least blast armor. I know he's not gonna get blast armor because the original Piccolo doesn't have it, the original blue one, so he won't have it either. But I'm saying, if you're gonna design the kit in that way, have him blast armor, so at least he can do the strikes. But as I said, that doesn't make sense anyways, because defense type, so it doesn't need to do damage. And this stupid thing, next quick attack damage 80%. What? Again, defense type. Defense, not offense. So I don't get the point. 30% damage inflicted, 30% to special move, cut, like everything. Like, okay, this is fine. Destroys, reduces enemies Dragon Ball by 1. Okay, this is fine. This is a defensive thing, right? You can delay the rush. Then cover now, key. This is just very normal, simple stuff. So where is the defending? I'm still trying to find where is the defending part. This restores own health by 3%. For per card taken, is that the defensive part? Because he doesn't cancel any buff effects either. So when a big move comes, he will melt. Oh, look, he does impact, explode, slice by 10% for 10. A lot of, still, like some offense units have that. It doesn't make that much of a difference. Reduce ki by 5, and this is none of this is good enough to warrant a defense type thing. Even if they just wrote here support type, that would at least, go hand in hand with the kit. You're like, okay, yeah, makes sense. He's a support type, right? This kit makes sense. He would still be bad. That doesn't change it. It would still be just not usable, but at least support type would have been like, okay, now his kit is making sense. How many raids are going on? Jesus Christ, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 raids? Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, it's just okay. It's 1 for this and 1. Okay, got it. So 3 raids. Okay, whatever. That's not the point. He heals 15% when somebody uses a special move, ultimate or awakened, and health restore, short and substitution by 5, increase Dragon Ball by 1. So they want you to switch into him to take big moves or rush. He doesn't have safety. He doesn't give any death buffs. So you're literally just throwing away a unit and get nothing out of it. Good design. Amazing free-to-play character. Definitely worthy of keeping it in your box. That's it. Nothing more than that. Now the more controversial part of the video. That is Cell. If I even have any team with Cell on it. I don't. Yep, of course I don't. Because I don't like him. I'll just find him here. We go here, we search Cell. Where are you? Here you are. Okay. On paper, he seems very good. Right? You read it, it's like, okay, he does damage, he can get his vanish back, everything. He has ult, he has neutral, double quadro speed, cover null 10 counts on entry, everything. Everything seems good. I just can't make him work. There's a reason there wasn't a second video on Cell. I just can't make him work. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know if it's me, if it's the unit, if it's the meta. Okay, one thing I'll get, I'll say at the start. I don't have green Omega or blue Torless. So 2 of the good safety units that you wanna run with Cell, I don't have. So that could be playing a factor here. But every time I've used Cell, never have I wanted to go into Cell to combo. Even though he has cover null and everything, never have I just been like, oh, let me just go to Cell to combo. Never felt like that. I never really tried. I just, every time I'm like, I just rather combo with some other unit. That's just how it feels. He doesn't have blast armor, which I know Gogeta Blue doesn't have blast armor either. But as I said, with this guy, it just feels more difficult. Maybe it's a typing. Maybe it's he's purple. That's why I can't make him work. I tried him with double reds as well. I still can't make it work. Because the thing is, if I run double reds, then I run into Turles or Future Gohan and Trunks. And if I don't have a green unit to run with him. That has like I can run him, Evil Boo, and maybe Goku Black. Then the team just that's not a good team. Even like saying it out loud, you can just tell that's not a good team. As I said, green Omega is really good safety unit that you can run with him. I don't have him. Torles, I don't have him. I don't really know what to feel about this Cell. I could be wrong. I could genuinely be just wrong about Cell. I'm not confident about my opinions on him. I just feel like he's not good enough. At least for this meta, he's just not good enough. First of all, he's purple. So what happens is, when I try to ult somebody, I can't, because Beast Gohan will just, do the shit where you can't ult him. You can maybe try with Goku Black, where Goku Black's gauge will help you out, but then, even then, Beast will cancel your buff effects, so you'll still be purple, and you'll not do that much damage. You see the problem? And then you can't ult him, the whole match. You just generally can't rush anybody anyways, because of Beast Gohan and Turles together, or Beast Gohan and Future Gohan together. You can't rush him at all. And Cell doesn't have any safety of his own. So first of all, when you run Cell, you're losing a unit that doesn't have... You're running a unit that doesn't have any safety or any buff cancel effects. Right? Same is with Zamasu, right? Red Zamasu has the same issue. But the thing is, Red Zamasu, as you can see, he's red. This guy's purple. You're running a purple unit in this meta. You can tell me there's a lot of greens running around, but Godku will go neutral, so doesn't matter. SSJ 3 I do not face that often. I do not face him that often. But even then, I think he's defensively neutral and he cancels buff effects and everything on almost everything. So he's also gonna do fine. And then on the other hand, you're getting cooked by MV, Gogeta Blue, and Beast Gohan. You're just getting cooked by that because, as I said, no buff cancel effect, no safety. He can remove their neutrals, I guess, with the ult, as I said. But then at the end of the day, let's say he removes Godku's neutral, right? You ult him. What happens? Godku just lives because he cancels your buff effects, so he'll just live. I know this is not his issue. A lot of, everybody gets affected by the buff cancel effects, right? Any character can't just kill Godku like that. You can't do that. So it's not just his issue, but I'm just saying what happens when I try to take him into a match and what issues I face while running him. So you can't kill the green units either. So I don't see him being the unit that is going to be helping you against green units as much. But as I said, all of this, what I'm saying could be wrong. Maybe I just can't make him work. Maybe it's just a me issue, but I generally just don't see a way where you can run him. Okay, Gogeta Blue, you can run him instead of MV on a team with Beast Gohan and make it work. I don't think there's any team where you can substitute another unit for Cell and make it work. Your team will just be immediately way worse, and I don't think it is good enough to compete in PvP at that point if you run Cell to substitute another good unit instead of him. As I said, with Gogeta Blue it can work. I have seen it multiple times. With Gogeta Blue it can work. This guy, I just don't see a way. I don't see a way where you... Okay, let's look at his teams. Androids. This team does not exist. This is not a team right now. Can't run him on Androids, right? You can if you want to lose. Regen. Honestly, it's just better run Garlic. Might as well just run Garlic. At least he has endurance. And also Regen, as I said, Green Omega, I'm missing him. He's gonna be your biggest, partner. And if you want to run him with a red unit, which you want to do, you cannot just be running Cell without a red unit. You want a red unit. Regen literally has CMZ, who doesn't cancel any buff effects or have any safety. Refcell has safety but is shit. Red Zamasu has safety but he doesn't cancel any buff effects either, so he's also shit. And then Red Zamasu, this one, he also doesn't cancel buff effects and has no safety. So you don't want to run Red Zamasu and Cell together where both of them have no safety and no buff cancel effects. You see the issue with his... I think the biggest issue is with his color and his teams right now. That's why I think I can't make him work, as I said, because on paper he looks good. I think the problem is meta wise. On Future, let's go Future. Future, again, Zamasu. That's his red partner, right? I already stated what the problem is there. Let's say you don't want to run him with a red. Let's say you run him with Goku Black and VB. The thing is, VB doesn't have any safety either. And you're also giving up on a red unit. No. Which, as I said, bro, every match has a yellow. Like, every match has a yellow and a strong yellow MV or Beast Gohan. Every match. It just doesn't work. So, yeah, I don't know, man, what to think about this Cell. What else? Powerful opponent. Let's go powerful opponent. You can run him with red 17 if you want to, right? Again, the issue comes. No safety. You have two units without any safety. Who's the third unit to run with safety? That is, you want to run Goku Black, then you miss on a green unit, and then you run into Future Gohan and Trunks, and you're cooked because you can't kill them because you don't have a green. As I said, this guy, maybe it's just I'm missing Omega and Torless. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's why I just can't make him work. But you can say maybe run Cell with Gohan and Trunks with another red. Then you were running two, purples. I guess you can take it out green. Maybe that could work better. But then who would be the red on that team? Because Gohan and Trunks don't cancel buff effects either. You see the issue, like a lot of his teammates just don't cancel buff effects, and he doesn't himself either. And the colors, like the ones that do, color wise, they're not in the best spot. Again, it could be just me because my VB is also 3 stars. I can't run him either. Maybe at higher stars, VB, Goku Black and Cell can work. Let's say you run him with Gohan and Trunks, and then Cell, and then Goku Black for safety. I just don't see a world where that's a good team. And if you want to run a red, you run red Zamasu, yellow Cell, purple Cell, and Gohan and Trunks. Maybe that can work. I just don't know, man. I genuinely don't know. Again, all of this could be just me issue. Maybe Cell is good in the meta. I don't know. I just don't see him where. I personally can't use him because I tried. I genuinely lost my mind trying to make him work. These past 2 days I've been just trying, 2-3 days I've been trying to try different teams and make him work to make another video on him. I just couldn't. So I ended up not making a video on him, and I made a video on Piccolo and Gohan and Piccolo and Goku, attack Piccolo and Goku. So if you're interested in that, go watch that. But yeah, anyways, that's it for the weekly review. As I said, Cell, I don't feel him. Pause. I don't think so. I don't think I like Cell in the current meta at the very least. Piccolo is just trash. So yeah, let me know your opinions on Cell. Maybe you can change my mind on Cell. Maybe you can tell me something that I'm missing, or maybe you agree. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.